We think of ancient medicine as primitive, but this is a Viking skull. This hole, it's surgical, and this smooth edge, that's healed bone. Now look at this. 2,000 years ago, Roman doctors boiled their surgical tools in water centuries before we even knew what a germ was. So, the real question isn't how they knew, but why did humanity forget all of it and have to wait 1,500 years to rediscover something as simple as sterilization? We often assume we live at the absolute peak of science, that history is a straight line of constant progress. But in 100 AD, the Roman physician Celsus described inflammation with a precision still used by doctors today: redness, heat, swelling, and pain. His textbook De Medicina outlined techniques that were astonishingly advanced: precise incisions, careful wound management, and detailed post-operative care. Yet the true lost science wasn't just in how they diagnosed, it was in the surgical art itself. In the ruins of Pompeii, archaeologists unearthed an entire surgical kit: scalpels, forceps, bone saws, catheters, and wound. Each instrument was specialized, precise. Roman surgeons were so skilled they even removed cataracts with a fine bronze needle, a technique called couching, where they would carefully push the clouded lens out of view. This was happening 1,700 years before modern eye surgery became common. These weren't butchers swinging saws. They were meticulous scientists working with bronze tools. So how did their patients survive without antibiotics? The answer is hidden in a blend of ancient ritual and keen observation. Take Galen, the famous surgeon who tended to the gladiators. He noticed that clean wounds healed faster and better. So, he began washing them with wine and vinegar, both natural antiseptics. In an age without microscopes, without any concept of bacteria, the Romans had discovered the principles of sterilization by instinct, observation, and fire. They didn't know the why, but they mastered the how. Now for the reversal, the part of the story that makes you question everything. Fast forward to 1850s London. Surgeons are operating barehanded, wearing their street clothes, dirty frock coats, stiff with the blood of previous patients, and using unwashed instruments. Meanwhile, 1,700 years earlier, Roman surgeons were meticulously boiling their tools before every single procedure. They didn't know about germs, but they understood a fundamental truth: cause and effect. This shows us that progress isn't always a straight line forward. Sometimes, it's a spiral that forgets where it has been. And this incredible knowledge wasn't unique to Rome. The Vikings, often dismissed as barbarians, practiced advanced surgery too. This Viking skull tells a remarkable story: a perfect, circular hole from a trepanation with smooth bone regrowth around the edges. This is undeniable proof that the patient survived brain surgery. Their epic poems, the sagas, even record diagnostic tests that were both ingenious and, frankly, chilling. To test if a warrior's gut had been pierced in battle, a wound that was almost always fatal, Viking healers would feed the injured man a strong onion broth. After a while, they would lean in close and smell the wound. If the scent of onion was leaking from the gash, they knew the abdominal wall was breached, and the case was hopeless. It was a brutal, but brutally effective, form of diagnosis. But when Rome fell, its libraries burned, and its knowledge scattered. The world entered a long winter of medicine. What replaced science was superstition, leeches, charms, and prayers. Humanity regressed for 15 centuries. Then, finally, came Ignaz Semmelweis and Joseph Lister in the 19th century. They were ridiculed and fought every step of the way as they painfully rediscovered what Galen and those Roman surgeons already knew: that cleanliness saves lives. It took 1,500 years for humanity to relearn the simple, life-saving lesson of boiling water. The fall of Rome wasn't just the loss of an empire. It was the onset of a global amnesia, a forgetting of reason itself. History isn't a straight, unwavering line. It's fragile. We can lose knowledge just as easily as we gain it. The ancient world knew how to heal in ways we've only recently relearned. The past holds lessons we can't afford to forget. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you found this as fascinating as we did, be sure to like, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more deep dives into our forgotten history.